So all of you grade nines, this would be your PCCG lesson for today. And if you're feeling stressed, don't be, because it will only just be an introduction and for you to get your head around. I will come back next week and attend to all of you individually in the classes so that you understand what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so don't worry and just listen to the set of instructions today. So I'm going to brief you on 4 points. Okay, the agenda, the aims, a template sample, words phrases to be used. If you're wondering what we are going to do, it will be explained in the next slide. All right. What we are going to do now here is a community involvement program, the CIP, and we would want you to create an English learning resource, all right? And it's actually the beginner's guide to English at SISP. And not just only in English, but we would want you to try to do that in Thai and also Chinese. Okay, so this project will be credited to you. Okay, to you grade nines of the academic year 2019 and 2020. All right. Some of the words, or rather most of the English words, I want to give credit to one of our teachers, Mr. Elias Hashim, because he was the one who came up with those words and phrases for all of you to be doing in this particular project. But what do you actually need to do? This is what you're going to do. So your agenda for today. Once you enter for both periods 8 and 9, please make sure you take your attendance by either marking down on the stream by saying I'm here, or your teachers will say, okay, please, please take down your attendance and etc. I leave that to how your teachers would want to do it, as long as you know that you have signed in. Okay, so that's the first thing you have to do. The next thing I want you all to do here is also to think, how, not how many, your names, all right? You have to form groups of 3, okay? You may want to discuss with your CT or ACT whether you want to be a group of 3, but I prefer to be honest in groups of 3. Again, we can decide this with your CT and ACTs. I'm only just giving you just a general bit of the idea, but best is actually in groups of 3, yeah? Okay, get into groups of 3 and make sure that you write down who is in which groups so that I would know and your CTs and ACTs would know as well, okay? We will also discuss how you'll be doing it for the next 3 weeks. Okay, so it's a 3-week project here. Do not stress out too much. We will see how people will go from time to time. Okay, and as I've mentioned, I will come in next week into each of your classes to answer your questions or your doubts. The aims of our project here is basically to create an English learning resource in a booklet form in 3 different languages: English, Chinese, and also Thai. We would also want to foster collaboration amongst your grade 9 students because you're doing this as a group. Hence, you really need to make sure that you collaborate very well so that the project can be done better. We do also want to encourage you to be able to think and also how you would communicate your ideas effectively. Okay, because that is what a group project is all about. Now, the template sample here will be shared on your Google Classrooms through a particular folder, and you have a couple of documents which I will go into after this. Yeah. So this is a template sample. That is what I was hoping that you folks would actually come up with. It will be in a Google Doc document. And the 3 things that you need to remember, right? I would like all of your words here to be in Arial and make sure it is bold with a size 20, not 24. Sorry about that. Okay, so I would want it to be in an Arial font and it's bolded with a size 20. Now, why am I being very particular in this? It's because if we're going to print it out as a booklet, and this might be used for, in future CSR projects when you have some of the students from the Thai schools to come over on Saturdays to do, English learning and etc. It will be standardized so that they will know, okay, if I see this word here, what am I supposed to be doing? Okay. All of these will be done in a Google document, and I've already prepared that for you, which I will show you in a moment. And this is what I want you all to do as well. You will have a particular topic, all right, and then you have the picture over here. Now below the picture you will have a source, and I would like you all to acknowledge where you have gotten the picture, because if you don't acknowledge, think about it, it is plagiarism. So please make sure you reference the source of, the image that you have used. Okay, and this is followed by, of course, here, if let's just say and give you a word like hello, right? It is an English word, and then you might want to also put in the Thai word. Not you might, you would want to put in the Thai word, which is sawadi, and that would be in the Thai language itself. The next would be the Romanized, so that some students who want to learn Thai will be able to read it. Right, and the next line here would be in Chinese words, all right, and this is in simplified. Okay, and after that you will have the Romanized or the honey pinyin. So if you can just see this format here, if I can have everybody to do in this format, that would be great. But from time to time, if you're not sure, you can just ask me or your CPs or ACTs. Okay. All right. So how are the words or phrases and what sort of things that you're going to be given? You'll be given a list, and this will be given according to certain groups, which I will show you in a moment. All right. So these are words or phrases that can be used. So let's just say, for example, here I'm using 9 Schubert. All right. The second group. The topic you're going to do is about booking a room, and you have a list of words or phrases given to you over right here. All right, you choose a minimum of 10 items for you to do that translation. Yeah. And I will leave it to you if you want to do a little bit more than what you're supposed to do. But 10 or 10 words or phrases would be ideal at this point of time. Okay. Now, so if you have any problems, you can actually, go back and just refer to the template sample and also what words and phrases that you're going to be used. Okay, so that is just the PowerPoint that I'm presenting. The next one I'm going to do is to take you over to how it would look like. Oops, let me just review this here. Give me a second. All right, I'm not on still mode. I'm just trying to find. Okay, here we go. Okay, I will try my best to share the folder with you on the classroom. All right. If not, I will share the individual ones here. Okay. But definitely a template sample, which is the master copy, I will share with you guys and girls, and the CIP project introduction, which I just recorded just now. This will be given to you. Okay, so this words over here was actually done by Mr. Ilyas Hashim. So I'm going to give credit to him for coming up with those words, and I just filtered to see, what words could be suitable. So anyway, having said that, in each of these folders here, I have divided into the different classes that you're going to be in. So let's just take 9 Schubert here, maybe for example. Okay, I have done a list of words for 9 Schubert, and you should be able to find that for the other individual classes. So the whole point here is go to your classes and you look for the CIP words for your class. All right, so I'm opening up this document over here, and it's changing over to this side. Okay, so as you can see now here, right, you have the different groups, all right, group 1, group 2, whatsoever it may be, all right, and you have the individual topics, the word phrases that you will need to check out. Let me try to pull this one down. Okay, so this is basically the example that I was, trying to tell you. So each class here will have different groups and they will have different words and phrases, yeah? Okay, so this is how it would look like. You folks make that selection. Okay? But today, don't panic. It is only just an introduction. We start the real work next week itself. Just have a look through. Make sure you know what you're doing. Let me go back to the other side. Okay, so having said that, I will share with you the group document for all either 7 groups or 6 groups. It doesn't really matter. You just have to say, All right, I want to be taking group 1, I want to be taking group 2, okay, whatsoever it may be. And if you are still not sure what I am talking about, don't worry, you just keep some of those questions, or you can even ask me on the Google Classroom itself if you're confused, okay? But take this time to digest what you're going to do, and there's no rush. We're going to try to do this in the next 3 weeks, okay? So as I said before, right, I will put it up onto your individual and respective Google Classrooms, okay? So there's one for Beethoven, there's one for Haydn, there's one for Mozart, and there's one for Schubert, okay? So just have a look through, just think, digest, and the only thing I want you to do here is to form your groups, okay? If there's any problem, I'll be hovering around from one Google Classroom to another. Don't hesitate to ask even your, CTs or ACTs, okay? So whatever it may be, I wish you good luck. If any questions here, no worries, just keep on asking. I'll be there, okay? No worries. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day.